You've been waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to believe in you, waiting for things to finally get easier. Stop waiting, because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Nobody is coming to save you. Think about where you are right now. Maybe you're stuck in a job that's draining the life out of you. Maybe your relationship fell apart and you still don't know why. Maybe you had a dream, a real one. And somewhere along the way, you stopped believing it was possible. And every single day, there's this quiet voice in the back of your head. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe when things settle down. But things don't settle down. Life doesn't pause for you to get ready. I want to tell you about Marcus. Marcus grew up poor in Detroit. Single mom, no connections, no trust fund, no mentor knocking on his door, waiting for someone to give him a shot, a boss to notice him, a friend to back him, a break to fall his way. The break never came. And one night, sitting in his car outside the grocery store because he couldn't afford to go inside, something shifted. He stopped asking, "Why won't anyone help me?" and started asking, "What can I do right now with what I have?" The people winning in this world aren't waiting for permission. They're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They just stopped waiting. We've been fed a story our entire lives. In movies, the hero always has help, a mentor, a team, a last-minute save. In fairy tales, someone always shows up. In school, there's always a teacher to guide you. But this is not a movie, and nobody is coming. Not your parents, not your boss, not the government, not your friends. I know that sounds cold. I know it might even make you angry. Good. Use that anger. Because the moment you stop looking for a rescue, the moment you stop outsourcing your life to someone else's timeline, that is the moment everything changes. There's a psychological concept called the locus of control. People with an external locus believe their life is controlled by outside forces, luck, fate, other people. People with an internal locus believe they control their own outcomes. Studies show people with an internal locus are happier, more successful, and more resilient. It's not about pretending the world is fair. It's not about ignoring real obstacles. It's about deciding right now that you are the variable that changes the equation. Look in the mirror tonight. Really look. Ask yourself one question. Am I building the life I want? Or am I waiting for it to be handed to me? Here's what nobody talks about. Every day you wait, there is a cost. Not a cost you see on a receipt. A cost you feel at 2 a.m. when the room is quiet and you're finally honest with yourself. The cost of potential unlived. The cost of a voice you never used. The cost of a version of yourself you never became. I want you to think about someone in your life. Maybe it's you, who had every reason to succeed, talented, smart, full of potential. But they're still in the same place they were 5 years ago. Not because life was unfair, but because they kept waiting for perfect, waiting for certain, waiting for safe. Perfect never came. Certain never came. Safe never came. And years became decades, and the dream got quieter, and one day they stopped talking about it entirely. Don't let that be your story. But here's the thing I haven't told you yet. The moment you stop waiting, something extraordinary happens. When you stop waiting for rescue, you become the rescuer. Something shifts inside you. Your sense of agency activates. Your problem-solving sharpens. Your energy stops going to anxiety and starts going to action. You stop feeling like a passenger in your own life. Remember Marcus, the guy in the car outside the grocery store? He didn't wake up the next day with $1 million. He didn't find a mentor. He didn't catch a lucky break. He woke up and started learning. 1 hour a night. He started a small side business out of his apartment. Failed twice. Kept going. He built slowly, unglamorous, invisible to the world. 3 years later, he'd built something real. Not because someone saved him, because he finally stopped waiting to be saved. And that is available to you. Right now, today, not next year, not after you lose the weight, get the degree, fix the relationship. Now, with exactly what you have, exactly where you are. What would you do differently, starting today, if you knew nobody was coming? What phone call would you finally make? What idea would you finally start? What conversation would you finally have? What part of your life have you been putting in someone else's hands? Now, I need to be clear about something. This isn't about being alone. This isn't about refusing help. This isn't about arrogance or isolation. People will help you. Mentors will appear. Opportunities will open. But they come to people who are already moving. The job doesn't come to the person sitting at home hoping for a callback. It comes to the person who applied to 50 places, built a portfolio, and had the skills ready when the door opened. The relationship doesn't find the person waiting to be fully healed first. It finds the person who showed up, imperfect, honest, growing. Help finds motion. Opportunity finds preparation. Luck finds the person who worked long enough to deserve it. You don't wait for the wave. You paddle out to meet it. There is a version of you, somewhere in the future, who made the decision, who didn't wait, who didn't ask for permission, who didn't need someone to believe in them first, who looked at their life with all its mess, all its scars, all its unfinished chapters, and said, "Enough waiting, I'm going." That person is not some fantasy. That person is not reserved for the lucky ones. That person is you, if you decide. And the decision isn't made once. It's made every morning when the alarm goes off. It's made every time fear shows up. It's made in the small, quiet moments when no one is watching. That's where the real work happens. Not on stage, not when it's easy, in the dark, alone, when you could quit and you don't. So here's what I need you to do. Not tomorrow, not after this video, right now. Think of the one thing you've been waiting on, the one move you haven't made, the one step you keep delaying. Take it today. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. Just take it. Nobody is coming to save you, but you don't need saving. You need to move.